Hi, welcome to our Stretch Pilates series. We'll be stretching the upper back and the neck and a bit of the chest to begin with. So if you're sitting on your chair, you would grab just behind next to the back legs, and then I'll tilt away from that anchor point, yeah? The hand that isn't holding the anchor point, so my right hand is down, left hand's gonna grab the right ear, and you're gonna cradle the head in that arm, and you're just gonna slowly just extend that ear, the right ear, away from your right shoulder. So you're not pulling really hard, it's just a little bit of traction. It's more support for that left side with that left arm cradling the head. Hold it here for 2. Hold it here for 1 more breath. And just release the hand off the ear. Allow the head to slowly roll, like you want to take a whiff out of the armpit. Cradle the head again. And as you breathe out, just lengthen and just apply a little more traction. And then as you're here and just hanging here for me, guys, if you could feel like you could bring the hairline a little higher. So you're pulling on that hairline to apply a little more stretch. And then if you're comfortable with what you're feeling, guys, you could release. You could roll again to look towards the hip. So the eyes look down towards that left hip now. And again, still pulling a little bit of traction. And you want to find that pulling of the hairline more so than a force of the neck down. These are small muscles, guys. You don't need a lot of pressure. Hold it here for 1 more breath. And now to release out of the stretch, guys, slowly bring yourself back to the center. Slowly slide the left hand forward to the forehead and just guide the head back up, yeah? We've stretched some small muscles, so you need to guide them back home. Same on the other side now. Grab the back of the chair, yeah? Leaning away from that anchor point. Cradle the head in the right hand and just start with a little bit of traction. So a little bit more with each breath out. So again, it's not a massive movement. And if you're happy with what you're feeling, guys, just release and a little rotation to look towards the armpit. And again, just a little bit of traction. So always on a breath out if you can, just leaning a little deeper into that stretch. And again, just try and find a little more traction from that hairline to give you a little bit more. And if everything feels nice, you could release a little rotation to look towards the hip. And again, grab hold of that hairline, add a little more traction, and hold. Last 2 breaths. Last breath here. And then slowly guide yourself back to the middle. Slowly slide the right hand in front of the forehead and guide yourself back up. These are small muscles, guys, yeah? So don't just whip yourself back into the same position as to where you started, because it won't feel nice. The muscles will bounce back too quick and then you won't get the benefit of the stretch. Another stretch for me, guys. Sitting on the front corner of the chair, grab hold in between your legs, yeah? And now you want to pull into that shoulder. So you're anchoring that left hand down under the chair and you want to pull to the left, see what you feel. Pull to the right, see what you feel. We're trying to stretch out the back of the trapezius muscle, yeah? So if I turn side on, you want to find the pull from the neck, from the ear down through into the shoulder blade. And again, just a little push and pull. Push over towards the left side. Pull over towards the right side to find that stretch. Hold it for another breath or 2. And then slowly draw the tummy in, leaning back into the chair. We're going to do the same on the other side. So grab hold underneath the chair with the right arm. Lengthen and leaning into the right. See what you find. You might find nothing, you might find something. And then leaning over and across to the left. And again, just do a little tick-tock up and over. See what you find. And then bring it back up and over. Lovely. Hang here and breathe. So you're pulling against the anchor point being that right arm. And hold. Last breath in and out. And slowly bring it back. So those two stretches are really nice to stretch into the back of the neck and the upper back. A stretch for the chest because we're on the computer and we start to round forward, yeah? I like to interlace the fingers and I like the thumb on each side of the neck, just behind the ear. And you want to lengthen out. You want to find a little double chin. So a little nod of the head so the back of the neck is nice and long. And then from here, just press the elbows out to find the stretch through the pecs, yeah? So from the side of the arm, from the armpit through to the side of the chest. Hold it here, breathing in, breathing out. And relax for me, guys. Same, but slightly different. Lengthen up. Find the tuck of the chin. Elbows are wide. Draw the tummy in. Let the right elbow come down to the mat. Keep your chair as still as you can. And a breath out to bring it back home. Lengthen through the spine. Breath in, let the left elbow come down to the mat. And a breath out to bring it back home. So we're going to go left and right. We lengthen, tilting up and over. Keep the chair as stable and as still as you can. And I focus on that top elbow pulling up to the ceiling to give me a little more stretch. Bring it back. Same here on the right. Lengthen up through that right elbow to reach as you press down. Feet are as anchored as you can be. Chair is as still as you can hold. And bring it back home for me, guys. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, a little tuck. Can you rotate? Bring it back to center. Can you rotate? Bring it back to center. I like a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. One more each side. Last one here. Beautiful work for me, guys, and relax. So we're going to do some extension work, guys. We're going to grab a cushion. So any scattered cushion will do. If you don't have scattered cushions, a towel possibly rolled up. So the cushion is in your chair, in the back of the chair, and you're just going to have it so it's roughly where the butt crack sort of starts. That's where the cushion sort of starts, and you wriggle yourself into it. So you don't want the cushion too low because then that arching will be in a wrong position for the back. Interlace the fingers again. Thumbs on each side of the ear, find a little double chin. So my vision is always looking down towards the knees, towards the floor. As much as we're going to arch over, you are always looking for the floor in front of your toes. Draw the tummy in, melt the shoulders down, and as you breathe in, let the eyes always look for the knees as you arch back. Breath in and a breath out to bring it back home. So you don't want to say CCs, guys. You don't want the head to go forward and back. Find the double chin, cradle the head. Even a little press of the head into the hands and the elbows pulled forward gives you a little support. A definite breath in as you arch over. And a breath out to bring it back home. Let's go for two more. Breath in, you arch over. Breath out, you bring it back. One more here. Breath in, you arch over. Breath out to bring it home. Same but different for me, guys. You could lengthen and arch over the chair, over your cushion. Hold that double chin feeling. Let the elbows open out and hold here. You get a little stretch through the chest. That little extension through the back. Two more breaths here. Last breath here. And a breath out to bring it all the way back home for me, guys. Lovely work. So side sitting, so a little side saddle. Legs come all the way up to the arm of the chair if it's there. Yeah? We sit up nice and tall. Hands in front of the nose. Elbows are parallel to the floor if you can. So they're not down here, they're all the way up here. Don't interlace the fingers for me, guys. Just have the hands on the ears like the kids. La la la, not listening, yeah? So sitting tall, shoulders melt. Keep the left elbow in front of the nose. Keep the knees here. And a breath in, we rotate. Look to the wall behind you. And a breath out, you bring it back home. So let's go for 3. There's a breath in as you open. Follow that right elbow to look behind. And a breath out to close. The left elbow pretty much stays in the one spot. You don't want the knees or that left elbow to follow the torso or that right arm. Same but different, guys. I'm just going to scoot forward a little. Up tall, hands in front. Draw the tummy in. Keep the left hand again where it is. Open up to turn behind. And a breath in and out to bring it back home. Reaching forward. Bend the elbow. Slide past the torso. And look. Bring it back. Bring it home. Same. If that doesn't feel nice for the body, you could keep the elbow long and just open like a book. Breath in and out, you bring it back home. Let's go one more. Breath in. And a breath out. Lovely. Let's do the same on the other side for me, guys. So squiggling round. Legs are up against the armrest. Hands on the ears, elbows in front of the nose, sitting up tall out of the hips. Keep the torso nice and stable, following the left arm for me this time, and bring it back home. So keeping the chair as still as you can, keeping the right elbow pointing forward. You just want to follow that left elbow to look behind, and a breath out to bring it back home. One more here. There's a breath in. Rotate, rotate. Rotate, and a breath out to bring it back. Same with the long arms. Arms go long, shoulders melt, sitting up nice and tall. Breath in, you always press forward. Breath out, we roll, we open. Breath in and out. Bring it back, bring it home. Lengthen and reach. Breath in and out. We open back up. 2 more here for me, guys. Again, if you don't like the bow and arrow, you could go a book opening. Arm presses forward. Left arm stays long as you open. Breath in and out. You bring it back home. 1 more here. We press forward. Breath in and out. We open and close. 1 more little stretch here for the back. So again, sitting on the front corner of your chair. Legs are as wide as feels comfortable and the hands are on your knees. We sit tall, and as you breathe out, just let the chin drop to the chest. Navel pulls in. Slide the hands down the legs towards the floor. Head comes down between your knees. There's a breath in and a breath out. Press through the heels. Scoop the tummy. Roll it all the way back up. Just nice to release all the muscles through the spine, yeah? 1 more. Chin to chest. Navel pulls in. Let's roll it down. Breath in at the bottom. Breath out. Press through the heels. Find your tummy and roll and restack. So for all the stretches, I recommend you hold for anywhere between 6 and 10 breaths, depending on how tight you're feeling. The more you can breathe and the heavier and deeper you can breathe into the stretches, guys, the more release you will find. With your roll downs here at the end, you could aim to do anywhere between 3 and 5. Hopefully you enjoyed, guys.